Hey there everybody, DModGmod here, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we made our way through Victory Road unscathed, thankfully, and made it here to our final trials, the Pokemon League. However, in between episodes, I did a little bit of training off screen. Not a ton of training, just a little bit. I got all of our Pokemon up to level 47. All the movesets are the same. I just got our levels up just a little bit because we got, as you can imagine, a bit of a few difficult fights ahead of us, and I thought we could use just a little bit of a boost. I don't want to train too hard though, because you know, if you train too hard, it kind of takes the fun out of it. But I think 47's a good level. Trust me though, we're definitely still going to underdogs, but it's better than what we were doing going in before with like level 45 Pokemon. It's definitely better than what we had before. That said though, prep work is complete. Let's go. Into the fanciest Pokemon Center you will ever see. This is your final stop before entering the final trials. So make sure you stock up, because we got some fights ahead of us, needless to say. And we got some money to blow, so we may as well use it here. First thing first, I'm gonna be buying, I think, 7 Hyper Potions will do the trick, I think. I'm gonna buy some revives. I'll buy like 10. I think 15 should be plenty for this entire adventure, hopefully. Otherwise, I just got destroyed, I guess. I'm actually gonna buy a few more Hyper Potions to play it safe. There's a Natsu. It's the end of the journey after all. We may as well, you know, spend a bit of money. I'll get some full restores in case we get hit by some status inflictions, because, you know, those are always annoying. Okay, plenty of full heal still, right? I sure do. All right. And I think that is going to do it. However, something that's also very cool about this place is that if you want to ever get Pokeballs, this gentleman right here has you covered. They have basically everything that you could ever want. So if you ever need to buy any, you know, extravagant Pokeballs for the future of whatever you want to do, this is a good place to do it. However, we're done with that business for now, and I healed my Pokemon off screen, so I don't get Visitor's Joy. So you know what that means. It's time to march forward. But before that, what is Pokemon League? Don't take my word for it. Take a challenge to experience it for yourself. Sounds like a good idea. Doesn't matter if the going is slow, nor does it matter how many challenges it takes. I'm never giving up, not until I beat the Elite Four. Hell yeah, that's the spirit. And these have nothing on them apparently. I've never checked these before. That said though, prep work all done. Let's go. Never mind. Hold it! Don't you go off without me. I'm an instant turning character now. You're challenging the Pokemon League, aren't you? That's why I'm here too. Let's see who's more worth it the challenges with a battle. Oh yeah, in case you thought the Pokemon League is all that's here. Nope. One last showdown with Barry. 6 Pokemon versus 6. That's a real final fight. Let's do this. Here we go with Staraptor, level 48, normal flying type with the following moveset. As you can see, I'm even lower level than Barry's Pokemon, so I did not train that hard. And we're both intimidating each other right off the rip because we're both very scary Pokemon, I guess. That said though, Barry is not messing around here. His entire team is fully evolved now. He's got a full roster of 6 Pokemon, and obviously, depending on what starter Pokemon he has, he will vary his team just a little bit. However, for the most part, we've seen most of his Pokemon at this point, so you should have a general idea of what he might have. And so, though, I did absolutely nothing. I think because I'm intimidated, my Surf actually might do more damage to my Waterfall here, so I'm going to give it a shot. Goes to show how good of an Intimidate, how good Intimidate is as an ability, though, because we both intimidate each other. We're doing, like, no damage to each other now. Look at this. Yeah, my Surf actually does more because of the Intimidate. How funny is that? Gyarados doing more damage with a special move than a physical move. Ow. Thankfully, though, this should be Staraptor taken care of, which in my opinion is one of Barry's scariest Pokemon, because this thing can hit extremely hard. Has some pretty scary type coverage, as I talked about before. It has close combat and the like. It's experience for trouble. And on to its next Pokemon, Heracross, my boy from Generation 2. Question is, how do I want to deal with this thing? It's a bug fighting type, so I think we know exactly what we're going to do. Bring in Big Boss. The Big Honcho. Heracross, also level 48, bug fighting type with the following moveset. You should know Heracross at this point. We've seen it a couple times. This thing hits like an absolute freight train. However, its main weakness is that it can't survive against flying moves. Although this close combat is gonna really hurt. This is one of the strongest fighting moves in the entire game. It's 120 power coming off of Heracross. I might just die in one hit. I barely lived. Holy crap. That's Heracross for you though. This thing is strong. Thankfully, I have the ability to fly, so you cannot hit me and you lower your own defenses, and this is 4 times effective. Heracross is probably dying like 2 times over. Which we need, because I respect Heracross, as you guys know, my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon. Or at least, it's one of my favorite Gen 2. I don't know, there's a few Gen 2 Pokemon I really, really like. My point is, Heracross down. I respect Terracotta a lot, though. That's one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2. And next up is Floatzel, a Pokemon we've seen plenty of as of late. Let's go into Bentley, I think. Floatzel here, pure water type, lightning fast. As I'm sure you're aware at this point, we've seen Floatzel quite a bit at this point of the game. Also level 48, I'm pretty sure. Level 47, never mind, he's on equal level as me. With the following moveset. Now this thing could have a ice move. It sure does. This is going to hurt. I unfortunately weak to this. Ow. Don't freeze me, thank you. Go for the Razor Leaf, and unfortunately, I don't think I live another one, obviously. That did a lot of damage, and I don't think this is gonna KO. It almost does though, so here's the plan. We're gonna keep Bentley healthy. We're gonna go over here into the Great Susano. Use our Intimidate. One of the abilities of all time, as we all know. Nice and easy. And hopefully take like no damage from this Ice Fang. Thanks for the Intimidate. I hope anyways. There you go, nice and easy. And now I'm going to go ahead and use... Honestly, I'm gonna use a Dragon Dance. I'm already gonna get knocked out anyways. I may as well go for it, right? Never mind, I got crit. Okay, well, never mind. I'm dead. Alright, in that case, I did Intimidate you, so I don't think Ice Fang's gonna actually kill me anymore, so I'm gonna go into you. Hey, here's my plan. I'm gonna try and heal Synthesis. Is it gonna work? I have no idea. I might just get killed by this, and Tim might not be able to save me. I'm gonna try it. Yes, it is! But I get frozen. Oh. Well, Bentley, you tried. You know what? I'll keep you alive for the experience, I guess. Go, Alice. I tried. I was gonna try and heal basically the full by spamming that. He was even gonna use Aqua Jet. That's a priority move. Wow. He wanted me to die. That's messed up. I'm gonna Shadow Ball. This Floatzel is causing way more problems than I thought it would. Ow. And I lowered my defense. Bro. What the heck? You can't just do that. You can't just do it to a lady. What the heck? I need that. Everyone knows ladies have high defense stats. There we go. Floatzel down after a little bit of a scuffle. And Infernape, his starter Pokemon. Obviously, this Pokemon will change along with some of his other Pokemon on his team, depending on what starter he picked. This is obviously the main one, his starter Pokemon. And I have a plan for this thing. Go, Gadget Gallade. Fighting with fighting, essentially. This starter Pokemon coming at level 51 with the following moveset. Obviously, this will change depending on what Pokemon you have. Infernape being a fire fighting type. We fought this thing before. We know what it's like. It has Shadow Claw. Okay, interesting. I should be okay. It's gonna hurt a little bit though. Ow. And this should do a lot of damage back. It's a Psycho Cut. It's super effective. Can we see a one-shot? It lives on one? Are you serious? Okay, well, I have a new plan then. Bentley, I'm sorry, you're basically already dead. Get out there. You're basically already dead. Let's just put you out of your misery. You just get unfrozen. There we go. Not great, but I like to keep Galahad alive. There we go. And now, this may seem kind of suicidal. However, I have a plan. Some of you may already know what I'm going to do. Fire type versus ice type, what could ever happen? How about an ice shard? I don't care how fast you are. I got ice shard, you silly Billy. Easy. Okay, very split of a fight though, you can't lie. Our team is kind of hurting. And next Pokemon, Roserade. Maybe Galahad's faster? My team's kind of hurting here. I might actually need to heal my Pokemon. Uh-oh. I might actually need to use some items here because I'm kind of hurting. No, it's faster. Ow. Okay. Maybe you're faster? I think Roserade has a faster base speed. Nope, I'm faster. Okay, I should have stated. Damage off at least. Maybe a one shot. That'd be kind of cool. No! And I'm probably dead. I'm probably dead? I am dead. Okay. So here's the thing. I have 100 free speed on you. 90. Okay, I'm probably slower than you then. I didn't want to do this, but I think I actually I don't try not to use items during these battles, but I think I actually might have to, or else we're gonna have to redo this fight. I'll use a revive. I did buddies for a reason. I guess I'll revive you, because we know you're faster. Now, I could have taken my chances of maybe I'm faster, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like we're like really close to speed with Alice, and Big Boss is slower. Alright, go for Alice again. Now, the good news is that after we take out this Roserade, he only's got one more Pokemon, so we're near the end here. I don't have to use too many items. I don't like using items in these battles. I try to beat without them. But that freeze that happened on my Torterra was not great. There we go. And his final Pokemon, Big Snorlax. There we go. Let's end it, big boy versus big girl. Snorlax, level 49. I fully believe in this last one. I have no reason to freak out. Good for you, man. So yeah, Snorlax here is his final Pokemon. Also, I probably should have had Stealth Rock at the start of this battle instead of the end, but oops. Normal type with the following moveset. Quick thing to note, obviously in post-editing I'll put this as well, but the main things that change about his team is that Staraptor, Heracross, and Snorlax will always be here. It's his Fire, Water, and Grass Pokemon that'll change the type of starter Pokemon he has. In our case, he has an Infernape, but say if he didn't have Infernape, he would have a Rapidash instead of an Infernape. And I missed my Hammer Arm. Great start. And this thing has Earthquake. Okay. Ow. I should be able to eat that. Not comfortably, though. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide as I get the Quick Claw. Okay, cool. Hoping this does some good damage. So actually, this is more special bulk than physical bulk, so I'm hoping this does a good chunk. Although this thing has a lot of HP, so... That was a crit, too. Wow. And it flinched. Okay, cool. We're not finished yet, so we got out of the spot before... we'll get out of the spot because we're so tight. Oh, yeah? Tight enough for this? Never mind. I missed another Hammer Arm. What is happening? As it goes for Rest, which is gonna heal it. Big Bertha, I need you to hit your Hammer Arms, please. This thing should already be knocked out. Guess we'll go for another Rock Slide then. I get another cool... What is happening? What is RNG right now? Holy crap. RNG is going crazy. Fast asleep. Another Rock Slide, I guess, because Hammer Arm just doesn't want to hit anything right now, I guess. The good news about Rest, that it heals you, obviously, but it puts you to sleep for 2 turns, so Snorlax is just stuck here asleep. Surely when I need you to hit this one, you'll hit it. Okay, we get the Quick Claw again. Thank you. Holy crap. Also, did you guys see Snorlax's sprite when I hit it with the hammer? Its eyes, like, disappeared. That looked really weird. With that being said, RNG aside, we've done it. For the last time. What just went down? My team still needs racing? Barry, I'm not gonna lie to you. You would have beat me if I didn't use a revive. That was a good fight. I guess I'm ready for the Pokemon League. I'm losing to you. Ah, darn it. You watch, though. I'll get tougher and win by my way for the Pokemon League. Because I'm gonna become the champion, the toughest trainer. Exactly, you're gonna lose to anyone before me. Sounds good. We need to heal. Barry kind of beat the crap out of me. So yeah, if you thought I thought me leveling up my Pokemon to level 47 was too much, that should just go to show you. I almost lost to Barry. We're not even at the Pokemon League yet, so yeah. Woo boy, okay. Now for real, no Barry to interrupt us. Everything all healed up, ready to go. I don't want to change anything before going there. Why do I have an Asper Berry? Why? Huh? Surely I have a better item than give Gyarados, right? Surely. You can have the... do I really don't have anything for Gyarados, huh? Yeah, I really just don't have anything. Okay, in that case, maybe I do give him the Asper Berry again. You know what? Here, have a Cherry Berry, I guess. Sure. Everybody else should be fine, though, right? The Icicle Plate, Mind Plate, Razor Claw, Quick Claw, Soft Fan. Perfect. Okay. We'll find something for Gyarados down the line. But that being said, no more messing around. It's time for the Pokemon League. Looking for any other qualified to challenge the Pokemon League. So, let's examine the gym badges you gathered from Sinnoh. Oreburgh City's Coal Badge. Eterna City's Forest Badge. Heartfront City's Heart Relic Badge. Belton City's Cobble Badge. Astoria City's Fen Badge. Cantlake City's Mine Badge. Sunpoint City Icicle Badge. And Sunshore City's Beacon Badge. Yes, I know, I'm kind of epic, I know. Very well. Trainer, you've indeed collected all gym badges of Sinnoh. Demonstrate the power that brought you here and go for glory. That sounds like a great idea. However, before I do that, just keep the door open, okay? Don't. It won't be long, I promise. Let me just replace that revive I used. Like that. Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's time to take on the Pokemon League. I love the music building up to the Pokemon League in this game. The build-up is fantastic here. That said, our first opponent. And the first thing I'm gonna say before we even talk to him, the rooms in Pokemon Platinum are so much better, because in Diamond and Pearl, the rooms were just covered, and that was it. There was none of this environment. There was no grass here, no rocks, no cool log I can run through. Peekaboo! It was just nothing. Although this guy here is, I spelled his name, Aaron. I spelled his name too fast. Oops! He's probably tired of me goofing around looking around, so, we should probably talk to him. That said, though, before we talk to him, if you look around the room here, you might actually be able to infer what exactly we're going to be fighting against here, because just like the gym leaders, the Elite Four tend to use a certain type of Pokemon. And in this case, Aaron here is looking to be some sort of plant-like user. So how about we go with the big boss and then talk to him. You hear that? That's a snazzy theme right there. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron of the Elite Four. It's good to meet you. Oh, I should explain. I'm a huge fan of bug Pokemon. Oh, what a nasty mean, and yet they're beautiful too. Would you like to know why I take on challenges here? Because I want to become perfect, just like my bug Pokemon. Okay, let me take you on. I also agree, bug Pokemon are pretty freaking cool. That said, Aaron here's our first challenge of the Elite Four. A master of bug Pokemon. Who hits the nastiest jump of all time. Look at that. His first Pokemon here, Yanmega, bug flying type level 49 with the following moveset. Yanmega is a very fast Pokemon that can hit relatively hard, so be wary is what I'm trying to say. However, as a bug Pokemon user, you should know bug Pokemon have a ton of weaknesses. They're weak to rock, they're weak to flying, they're weak to fire, they're weak to a lot. Let's just say a lot. So, there's a very good chance you have a Pokemon super effective against this thing. Also, Yanmega has a very interesting hidden ability called Speed Boost, as you can just see there. Speed Boost makes it so that it gains a speed boost every single turn, so this thing is going to get lightning fast real quick, so you want to KO it as fast as possible. That said, I somehow managed to hit between both its double teams, and the Yanmega is not that bulky, so I'm pretty sure this fly's going to one-shot it. Yep, critical hit, super luck, gotta love it. Good shit, big boss. Fat ton of experience for finding the Elite Four, level 48. Can't complain about that. And on to a second Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon that come for this generation, Vespiquen. Do I want to stay in big, you know what? Nah, let's let the whole team shine here. Because, admittedly, we have a lot of Pokemon that are good against bug types. Bug types are very unfortunate with how their type matches work. Vespiquen here. Like I said, one of my favorite Pokemon that come for this generation. If this thing wasn't such a pain in the butt to get on your team, I probably would have used one. Vespiquen, bug flying type, level 50, with the following moveset. Just like its companion, Yanmega, being a bug flying type, this thing has a lot of weaknesses, and rock types are definitely one of them. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to use some Stealth Rocks here, because since he's a bug type user, and bugs are weak to rock, this Stealth Rock is going to be doing a ton versus him. And here's one of Vespiquen's signature moves. Vespiquen learns 3 different order moves. It has Attack Order, Defend Order, and Heal Order. Defend Order will raise both its defenses. Attack Order does damage, and Heal Order will actually heal for 50% of HP. Vespiquen's a really unique Pokemon, and I think it's a really cool concept for a Pokemon. And I really wish this thing got a Mega Evolution at some point, because I think Vespiquen's like a really sick Pokemon that's kind of let down by its okay stats. I'm too excited, okay? I moved my capture card wire, my bad. You didn't miss much though, I promise. All you missed is that this Aaron here is gonna use Full Swords, because even though they're the Elite Four, they are still these healing items, just like any gym leader. So keep that in mind when you're fighting these guys. They usually have 2, if I'm not mistaken. And as you can see here, even though this thing is 4 times weak to rock, it's actually eating these rock slides up because of the defend orders. So Vespiqun's actually a pretty tanky Pokemon. But with defend orders, it can become really tanky. However, tanky or not, I missed my rock slide. Never mind. There's for heal order. I just love this concept of a Pokemon that has like minions of sorts that like follow it around and like help it out. Obviously, they're supposed to be like Combees, but it's pretty cool in my opinion. And you may notice I've been running low on Rock Slide. You don't have to use that many Rock Slide. That's because Vespiqun has the ability Pressure, which actually makes you use 2 PP instead of 1. So, it can be kind of annoying to take out. That said, though, Vespiqun goes down. Not bad. Let's switch for our trouble. And next Pokemon, Skizzer. I know it's Scizor. I just like saying Skizzer. One of the most popular Pokemon of all time. I don't think this thing needs any introduction. That said, for my team in particular, this thing can be kind of annoying. So I'm going to go over here into Susano and get this thing an Intimidate because, I don't have a Fire-type Pokemon, which is this thing's main weakness, as you're going to see in a second. Scizor, level 49, takes some Stealth Rock damage because, you know, Stealth Rock is funny. With the following moveset, this thing being a Steel Bug-type Pokemon means this thing is absolutely fried by Fire moves, but outside of that, it's actually a pretty solid type combination. It's really just Fire types I have to worry about. And since I don't have Fire-type Pokemon, this could be kind of annoying. Thankfully, no Gyarados is a Water-type and a Flying type, which is both Bug and Steel, and with Intimidate, it kind of just makes Scissor's life hell, to put it simply. Because like this Night Slash here, it's gonna do like no damage. Unless it gets a critical hit. Ow! Yep, that can happen. Night Slash is like crit rate. Yep. Ow. Scizor heard me talking, and it was like, shut up. I'm gonna crit you. Lives on exactly 1 HP, but it gets flinched from Waterfall. Lamau. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Scizor taken care of. Not too bad. There we go. Another bug down. 2 more to go. Because the Elite Four in this game have 5 Pokemon, not 6. And hey, a familiar face. Hey, welcome back, Heracross. I didn't miss you. You're gonna punch the hell out of me. Okay, go Galahad, because fighting beat fighting like I did with that Infernape. I'm not weak to Bug type, thankfully, because I had that part fighting type. Thank you. Heracross here, a familiar face. Bug fighting type, level 51, following moveset. We just saw this thing. Needs no introduction. This thing hits very freaking hard. And it has Mega Horn. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah. Yeah. That's like the strongest bug move in the game. That's 120 power. It's not perfectly accurate to balance it out, but my god, that move hits so freaking hard. Good god. Waterfall at least. Got a little bit of damage before I probably get knocked out by something, because like I said, Heracross just hits insanely hard. That would do it at the Stone Edge. This is gonna hurt. Ow. See, this is why I respect Heracross around here. It's a cool design, and also it hits like a freight train. That said, 110 speed, 90. If I'm outspeeding you with Gallade, then Big Boss should outspeed you. Which means I probably just threw my Pokemon to the grave for nothing, but hey. Live and learn, right? Never mind, it's speed type. Actually, I wasn't faster with Gallade. What am I talking about? Okay, well, I just got Honcho killed for nothing. Unless I live because of Intimidate. Okay, woo! Salvage. The Heracross is scary, man. This Pokemon's nasty. Stone Edge because I'm flying, and please don't miss. Thank you. I've got the Heracross, no problem. And finally, ace in the hole, Drapion. One of the most underrated Pokemon ever, in my opinion. This Pokemon's really freaking cool. That said, though, do not be fooled. This guy is lying to you, and I'm going to explain to you why in a second here. But first of all, let's go into Rhyperior for this. You're going to notice something when this Drapion comes out here. First of all, it's a really cool Pokemon. Second of all, as you can see, it took no damage to Stealth Rock. That's because Drapion here is not actually a bug type. It evolves from a bug type Pokemon, but becomes Poison Dark as it evolves. One of the best type combinations in the game, in my opinion. Poison Dark is a fantastic typing. The only thing you're really weak to is Ground, which thankfully I have 2 of. But yeah, this thing being ace in the hole, no pushover. This Pokemon is strong. And it has Ice Fang, I guess. Okay, this is gonna bounce off me because I'm a Rhyperior. Exactly. Don't freeze me, thank you. Can I hit a Rhyperior? What's going on today? You're just missing all your moves, come on. You're better than this. Yeah, Drapion here. Very cool Pokemon. If you watch the Pokemon anime, like Gen 4 anime, you know about Drapion. Pulse Drapion is like one of the coolest things in the anime. Very sick Pokemon. That said, though, I am getting dangerously low on HP, so this is not great. I live on 2. And what is going on with Big Burfer today? Holy crap, I am missing everything. This is insane. What is happening? I'm just missing every single move today. Now, I could have healed, but I'm going to try and beat him without healing because I prefer doing that. I'm going to go into Bentley here. I am weak to poison, but I'm pretty sure Bentley can take 1 because Bentley is just tanky like that. And justice. Justice, karma, justice. After all my misses, I deserve it. I deserve it. Finish him off, Bentley. There you go. That's called justice right there. And with that, we've done it. I'm not concede defeat, but I think you came to see how great Bug-type Pokemon can be. Yeah, that was a good fight. I hope you realize when you're up against the Pokemon League. Battle is a deep and complex affair. It's complex when I miss my moves, but yes. I lost one of the most beautiful and toughest of bug Pokemon. That's because I wasn't good enough. That's it. That's the training camp. Let's hear it from me. No, that was wrong. Anyway, go on to the next room. Free chairs are waiting for you. They're all tougher than me. Oh boy. Let's heal up your Pokemon though, because yeah, we kind of took a beating. I type buttons too fast. I can't navigate menus. Well, yeah, that's a tasty Elite Four for you. That Heracross was punching things really hard. That hurt. And definitely why you need to stock with items, because as you may have noticed here, you can't leave once you enter the Elite Four. You have to do it all in one go, and if you lose, you get kicked back to the start. So, come in prepared. That's all I can really say. That being said, though, we took on Barry today, we took on Aaron, the first of the Elite Four, and typically when I do Pokemon playthroughs, I tend to do 2 Elite Fours per episode. But because we fought Barry earlier, I think I'm gonna do something different for this project is what I'm thinking, because unlike the other games, you fight your rival, like, right before, like, in that scenario, so... I guess that's not super uncommon for Pokemon games, but in Barry's case, it took a while. So here's what I'm thinking. I think we're gonna call it a day for now, and next time Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna rapid fire all 3 remaining. It will be a bloodbath. Get me out of here! I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, we can't leave. But yeah, that being said, next time Pokemon Platinum, I'm gonna hide in my log. And we'll take on the remaining of the Elite 3, Elite 4. See you guys then.